twip.
It's got to be calm. That's what we're gonna be today. Devin Lee Crimes. Devin Lee Crimes. You know what we're gonna be today? We're gonna be calm. We're gonna have a calm, nice, and easy show today. Do you like that? Do you like calm, easy, nice shows?
I mean, yeah. It's always a calm, easy, nice show if I'm involved. I mean, it'd be other hostility parties that's around.
See, now it gets hostile when you lie, man. It just gets hostile when you start the fibbing. That's.
I'm just saying, if we ever go back and have somebody go back through the footage, it's pretty much the majority of footage of screaming is probably from you. No offense.
Yes, you're right, but they have to fast forward 5 seconds ahead when you're just so condescending. You just, well, I don't know what you want Liv Morgan to do.
That's because at that point I'd be at a crossroads.
You say it, you light a firework, throw it in the room and run. That's what you do. You light the firework, throw it in the room and run.
That do sound like me.
You'd be like, you know what, Isaiah, you made a really good point. That's why Roman will choke you out in the future. Like, well, what is that? Like, now I gotta scream and yell.
Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you in doubt, just push them and run. Ain't nothing else they can do.
Just push them and run. And look, man, I said we're gonna have a calm day because, man, today's just been all over the place, bro. Today's been all over the place. At least on a professional standpoint, it's been tough, man. It's been tough. We all just can't be chilling at the crib, feet up in the air, drinking mimosas, watching Justice League for the 19,000th time. We all can't do nothing like that.
It's the good life, man. It's the good life. What Kanye say?
He said that if she bleached her, no, I'm just playing. I say he said that, but I ain't gonna go on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. He told me that's what he said. That's what he said. Look, man.
Point taken.
Let's get it started. Hello, all, and welcome to the Hill Turn Podcast. I'm your cool, calm, and collected host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Alongside me, the violent, aggressive, vicious, maniacal, evil Devin Lee Crimes Jr. How are you doing today, Devin?
Man, I'm doing pretty horrible because it must be opposite day. Because everything you said just now is definitely the opposite of me. I'm very angry. I'm very vicious. I'm a very aggressive person. Like, sometimes I just, I be in the grocery store, like people just bump into me. I'm like, man, what you doing? They be knocking my Chef Boyardee out my cart and stuff. It get a little hectic.
I heard that before people follow you on social media, there's like a warning. It's like a warning tag that pops up on people's screen. It's like, warning, you may see severe cyberbullying, severe bullying in general, a lot of fighting.
No.
I seen this a lot of.
I be saving people.
Saving people.
I'm like the cyber hero.
Cyber hero. How is that? Can you explain the detail?
That's what the S mean on my shirt. It means cyber hero.
Cyber. Wow. You know what? You had me. You had me. You had me. That was a good one.
I think I got him. It was like fishing. I was like, I feel some tug on this line. I think I got.
You got me, man. That was a good one.
I'm like, it's stupid, but it's gonna do something.
That was I can't argue that one. Man, bro.
Cyber hero.
Well, that's the thing. We don't really have much to argue about today. Maybe when we get into NXT, we'll talk a little bit about that. But we're gonna go into AEW Collision because that comes out in a couple days. It's this Saturday. Devin, I read you Jonathan Coachman's tweets that he had, that he was pretty much so adamant about how this isn't going to work at all. We had a little bit of time to think about this. It's been a little over a month, maybe 3 weeks. Your thoughts? Do you still think that Saturday wrestling can work?
I want to say that in this situation, it won't. That's only just because of just how AEW just displays anything in terms of building up hype for you to want to see it. Because like I said, it's like you look at Dynamite, like Dynamite, that's kind of like got a strong point in that Wednesday night. But then when you look at Rampage, how they got to constantly keep moving hours, things like that. People not really, tuning in for that. And then you throw on a Saturday show the very next day, it's like if Rampage is not like trying to, bring in some type of viewers, how do you expect a third show to bring it in?
No, you're right.
Regardless of the names that's attached.
No, you 100% right. But before we start this, I don't like you said, you started this show off with a lie, and now I have to bring in a text that's kind of also a lie on the side of it. Because Linda comes in. She says Devin is a cool young man. Let's keep it real. And I'm sorry, like I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Usually I see it, but like even in high school, it's like one of those stereotypical. You walk around the hall. Devin has a young man by the book bag, holding him by his locker. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin was just bullies are gonna bully. You know. So I mean, it's tough.
Let me put it like this. First off, thank you, Ma. I appreciate that. Love you. And second of all, if you was to see that, it's always two sides to every story. So you only seen it from your perspective. You don't know why or what was going on. Maybe that man took my money or something. It fell on my pocket. I was like, buddy, what you doing? And he didn't give me the right answer.
Here go. I got you. Here goes something you ain't gonna deny. And also, I'm sorry I called you by your first name, Mom. I was just being professional. I was just reading the tweet. I was just saying I wasn't trying to be disrespectful by saying your first name.
Man, she had like 1 foot out the door too, man. It's crazy.
I just want to see if Devin was gonna admit who it was. If he didn't, I wasn't gonna say nothing. But yeah, but look, man. Here's how I know you ain't gonna look. Devin was known in high school for having the strongest right hand, man. Let me tell you something. And when I'm talking, Devin, there was no bully in Devin, because once Devin's arms start to shaking, everybody run. People jumping on the like it was crazy, man. Like Devin, you get Devin mad. He was like, it was like Thanos, man. Except he didn't snap. He just slapped. It was like he didn't even have to be near you. It was like one of those animes where you're like far away. And like the whole like room was just like
see, man. You gotta have that Falcon punch on deck, man. Man, just somebody get out of line. You got that Hadouken ready.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, there was another reason why they said your right hand was strong too, but I didn't want to out you on that one. I didn't want to.
Man.
Oh no, I'm cool.
Information that don't need to be disclosed. That's all. Whether it's fact or false,
look, man, I'm just look. We're just keeping it straight up. But look, thank you. Can I say mom? Can she be the mom? Can she be the heel turn mom? Can she the heel turn mom?
Yeah, she the mom of the heel turn, and sometimes the PR department.
Do we finally have a PR department? No, not a PR department. Do we finally have a HR? We finally got HR.
Oh, I said
yeah, HR department. Like she over here, like she on our Twitter page, all in the videos.
I'm like, what are them art departments? Look, PR, HR. As long as ain't nobody going to the ER, we good,
Just imagine somebody on Twitter, get your mom's Twitter dev. Like, why you gotta go that far? Get the PR team. But man, one person that's just a blessing to see, as always. Justin, he comes in and says, "What's up, fellas?" He also, look, man, for the third and final time, we can't continue this video with lies. He says y'all both are real ones. And that's just crazy when there's only one. And he's talking.
Come on now, see, look.
It's hard, man. It's just hard.
That's right. Because I ain't just the one. I'm 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I mean, there's that.
See, and you hear the selfishness. You hear the conceitedness. And this
is what I with.
This is like I come in and I'm like, Lord, please don't let Devin fire me today. Like, and look, I did the first 3 episodes. And still to this day, I'm like, Lord, please, if Devin could just be nice to me today, so I don't have to get into timeout. Like, Devin puts me in timeout, man. Pause. Like,
I promise you, it's the opposite, man. Y'all gotta see. I'll get the text one of these days. You all will see this. This is the reason why it's called the heel turn. Let me tell you, it's more than a name.
Oh, it's definitely look. This is exactly. I'm glad you said that. Go from your very first episode all the way to now. Heel turn. Tell me that's not a heel. Tell me that's not a heel turn.
I mean, but it's like it's one of them heel turns where it's justified though. Like if somebody really wants to go back and see that character development, they'll be like, you know what? I see where he was coming from. I see why he had to become this villain.
You went from I agree to I'm me. You see how crazy it is?
Hey
I
man,
agree.
cause
You're
after a
not me.
while you gotta let people know. I'm the cyber hero. Like, come on, read the shirt, man.
See,
It's a
man,
reason
look.
why it's crossed out like that. I mean, it's it's from wear and tear, but it's from like me going out there on the cyberverse, coming to a social media app near you.
Oh, I thought that was just because that was just you pretty much rubbing your shirt off, just random stuff. Just having to crawl under desks. Try to chase your victims. Like
You know
I
what,
just be
man?
picturing you doing a lot of crazy stuff. But man, I'm
You know
sorry.
what?
We only talked about wrestling for like 2 minutes, but look, but even then, I completely agree with everything you said just about Saturday wrestling not working out. Even you hit the nail right on the head. Even if no matter what name is attached. Hmm. I know I said we're gonna avoid this, but real quick, you don't have to go into detail. You don't have to explain. But even if Roman was a Saturday night, would it work?
Uh,
Title and all.
I
No
want to.
bloodline, but title and all. No bloodline, but title and all.
I don't
Paul
know.
Heyman. Paul Heyman's there, but Roman with title and Paul Heyman. Can that work? Can Saturday wrestling work?
I want to say they can
And that's where I
because I
feel like
just feel like. Well, see, that's the thing is, I'm talking like in terms of what to expect. I feel like if Roman like, hey, I'm gonna be on something Saturday, me and Paul, it's gonna be something. At least I with Roman, that's why you don't see him that often because when you see him, it's gonna be something special. It's
no,
must see.
you lost me. You lost me. I'm sorry. You lost me. You
But like
lost
when
me.
we talking collision, like collision, we until they can hook us, I don't know yet. If it's gonna be like Rampage, ain't nobody trying to see another back to back nights of matches that just happened.
Man, you still lost me. I'm sorry. You lost me completely. You still lost me. Like I just don't see. I feel like no matter, like you said, you just contradicted yourself. Saturday. Hold
What?
on. Let's rewind. Saturday
Well,
night wrestling ain't gonna work. Let's put this in bold. We gotta put this last part in bold. No matter whose name is attached. I was like, is Roman gonna do it? Oh hell yeah, of course, sure, hell yeah, hell yeah.
because that's different. That's outside the batch of
It's,
names, man.
because that is
It's like give
different.
me a garbage can. I got this garbage can, but I got this like recycle bin. They got Roman in it. Like it's
Like,
different.
man, if you are accused of murder, if you murder somebody, go to jail, go to hell for the rest of your life. Roman was accused of murder. Well, that's different. Well, his cousins pissed him
He
off. So
probably was trying to protect
we talking about Roman
somebody.
too hard.
But no, look, this how. But see, the thing is, when I'm looking at it, like we say, like Saturday wrestling, like WWE been running pay per views on Saturdays almost for about a good year now, and they've been doing pretty well. But that's the thing because they've been built to something that's must see. It's a big show. Whereas something weekly, where like you may get to a point, even on a Wednesday, sometimes you like I could probably miss this Dynamite. I ain't gonna really miss much. It's probably one of them filler episodes. You're not gonna get that when we're saying Backlash this Saturday. It's a big premium live event. Like you might want to watch this. Versus Collision, it's just gonna be a weekly show where it's gonna feel like I could just DVR that for later. Watch it Sunday morning. It feels less of an event. That's the thing.
So
That's why I think it won't have the same momentum.
I agree wholeheartedly. You know what? I'm not gonna look. I can't get into this Roman conversation again. I can't. Not too. I was too angry today. I can't. I don't have it today. I'm sorry, but man, I I agree with everything you said until the Roman part. It's just the fact of no matter. I agree with the very first thing you said. No matter whose name is attached, nobody's doing good in it. I think CM Punk, he's gonna do great. And the only reason why I think AEW Collision will do good is because if you give CM Punk a little bit of that control. And look, I know I said we was gonna piss some people off. Justin right here. Justin might be one of them. He said Devin is feeling like every number today. That's when you said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See,
Which is yeah, you feeling that way.
0 to 100.
But even then, like I can understand AEW Collision working because of the hype behind CM Punk, the hype behind AEW splitting up their roster because now it's a me versus you type of situation. Do I think it's gonna stay in on Saturdays for the longest? Do I think it's gonna stay like that for the long haul? No. If anything, I think we'll give it maybe a year and a half, until it's gonna be like SmackDown, man. SmackDown's coming to UPN, SmackDown's coming to Spike, SmackDown's going to USA Network, SmackDown's going to SmackDown's been bouncing around for years. I think AEW Collision will be one of those things. Oh, SmackDown's on Thursday. Screw that. SmackDown's coming on Friday. Like,
forget that SmackDown on Tuesday.
Yeah, not SmackDown on Tuesday. Screw that. Like, no, like it was crazy. Like, and so I feel like AEW Collision will go into that category. Do I think it'll be terrible? No. Are you ready for it? Are you hyped for AEW Collision? I know Justin probably is not.
I am, mostly, just for the return of CM Punk for one, but two, just I look at it like this. I'm excited just to see, like, if I'm not trying to say I want to see a stark contrast between Dynamite and Collision, where I'm like, man, these feel like two different companies, but just the vibe of knowing who's on this show and versus who's on Dynamite and everything in between. That's where I got the little hype to see what's gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna be more wrestling oriented. You're not gonna see a whole bunch of blood and ladders and glass and chainsaws and machetes, but it's gonna be different.
No, but that's the thing. We're gonna see people like Darby Allin. I'm not saying he's gonna move over there, but like we're gonna see people like Powerhouse Hobbs. We're gonna see people like he's not gonna look at Anna Jay. Well, you could kind of wrestle going out there. Like, no, get your ass back. Like, stop it. Like, we gotta stop this. Like, because now it's getting out of hand. Like, and I ain't trying to single out a lot of people, but a lot of these people I feel like aren't ready yet, and it's mainly the women's division. Jade Cargill, I don't think she's ready yet. Personally, if we go through all her matches are primarily squash matches, barely selling in most of her matches. So I mean, she needs some help too. That's why she on this hiatus. Do you think? Let's get into that. Let's get into Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill said, well, she didn't say it herself, but AEW and it's rumored to say that she will be out for a very long extended period of time. Do you think that's good for her?
I think it is. Because you got to think, she just came off this huge, run with the TBS championship, being undefeated and finally, losing the title. If you were to just bring her back like Rampage, Dynamite, she's just back to doing just anything, it kind of defeats all the power and aura that was supposed to have. So to have her be gone, off screens for a little bit, maybe she, I'm not going to say she's going to sharpen everything like in this hiatus, but it'll help in terms of presentation. In terms of not just like going, oh, that was a great thing you did, but like, going back over and back to normal, back to regular life.
Man, I disagree wholeheartedly again, man. I'm sorry, man. Look, I feel like, okay, you remember the scale we had where it was like, man, good, great, whatever. If you had to put Jade Cargill, and you don't got to remember all the words, but just give me a word. If you had to rank Jade Cargill's wrestling skills, where would you put them under?
It's meh. Like, it's not really. I wouldn't. Sorry. No, like she's not at that point where like I could just, she could just be put in the ring with somebody and it's gonna be, a decent match out of it. It always really depends on the length and who's in the ring with her. Once we can get past those.
No, I like that. But I mean, and most of her matches have been primarily squash matches, including matches with people that came in, Ruby Soho, Athena, wrestlers like that came in, thought they was going to be something, and then they ran into Jade Cargill. And I ain't trying to be that guy, but it looked like they did most of the work in those matches anyway. So in saying that, why would you give somebody with not a lot of, I wouldn't say, well, she doesn't really have that much experience neither. I mean, 60 matches, because they don't do house shows. You're giving somebody with not a lot of experience 60 matches. A lot of these wrestlers, if she goes to WWE, she's doing 60 matches in a month. So it's like, does she really need time off? Can she actually come in here and actually fight some competition? Like, okay, you lost to Chris Statlander after beating Taya Valkyrie. That's cool, but you haven't seen Britt Baker. You haven't seen Jamie Hayter. I ain't gonna play the music. I'm done with the music. We haven't seen Jamie Hayter. We haven't seen her go up against the likes of I'm trying to think. I don't think she's fought Hikaru Shida. So it's just like a matter of a pick your poison type of situation. Jade Cargill needs more. I feel like she just needs more help inside the ring. I think her
But see,
being out isn't going to do her any good.
that's the thing. That's why I was saying like previously, like it's like a divide almost. Like it was already like a split, just like her in terms of the women's division. It was like the type of women that they would have her in the ring with. It wasn't anybody she could probably learn from. Anybody where something could happen in a situation, and that person's like, "Hey, this is what we do if this such and such happen." You know, it's always been people who are from maybe the indies that they want to give, you know, a showcase real fast. It's not really like she don't be putting matches where she can become better from it. It's just really just padding on to that stat. That's why I'm hoping now out of that, maybe she can be placed, you know, once she comes back into matches where she can actually come out and be better at it.
Yeah, look, I mean, if she could do like a round 2 of this, where it's just like, okay, I lost to somebody that was in the main roster, maybe I need to get my stuff together. Let's get it. She goes to train, work out for like 3 months, comes back. Man, I TBS, man, TBS can do this and that. You know, I'm staying here in TNT, and I'm finna over here and cause havoc and wreak havoc and go nuts. So it's just like something like that. I think would be dope. You know, if she can train for those 3 months, but I feel like you could put anybody in Jade Cargill position. You know, you could put anybody in Jade Cargill position. I promise you. Like
You
if you
really
want to
could
make,
if you think about it.
like I promise you, if I can literally, hey,
Look at Orange Cassidy.
exactly, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy should not be whooping on Swerve Strickland multiple times. Should not be beating on Big Cass. Big Cass, bro. Orange Cassidy, who is way less than us, is beating up a guy named Big. No, his name ain't Big Cass. I'm sorry. What's his name? William
It's some old name, MC Morrissey or something.
Morrissey. That's what it is. For his real name, is it William Morrissey? His real name, or something like
Yeah,
that on those lines. Yeah. By the way, and oh my God, this is gonna sound like a cheap shot, and I don't mean to say this so bad. No disrespect at all, but we'd be remiss if we not congratulate Carmella and Corey Graves on them announcing their pregnancy. Congratulations to them.
yeah.
I don't want that to sound like a cheap shot to, as Justin helps us out, Big Bill. So we appreciate that.
I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. Now I'm losing to Orange Cassidy.
You stopped the show.
Yeah.
You stopped the show to sing that.
You know, I was trying to fight it, but it was one of them like, you know, do or die. So I'm like, if I don't do it now, like it ain't gonna make no sense later, you know.
I just thought you were gonna rhyme. That's all it was. I just expected some rhyme. I just expected a rhyme.
Oh yeah, I wanted to keep it in the context of what we was going. So I was in limited workspace right there.
Man, Justin comes in. He says Jade sounds like she's pulling a Charlotte. Oh, we gonna talk about her. We talked about her, Justin. He said sounds like Jade's put on the Charlotte. When Charlotte leaves and come back, it doesn't blow the fans away. So expect the same for Jade Cargill. Jade, wrestling wise, is a 3 out of 10. She still feels like she needs much more work. And to be honest, 3 out of 10. You're not off. Like you're not wrong. Devin, any disagreement there?
No, because like I said, it's like if you put her in the ring, it's like the match either gonna have to be short or it's gonna have to be somebody with a lot of experience. Because other than if you don't have them two factors, then you're not gonna really see a good match. Because it's gonna be real hanky janky, like just stuff ain't gonna be moving as smooth because it's not a lot of experience right there. And the longer the match goes, the more that shows.
Right, man. I'm saying. And so, I mean, even then, Jade Cargill, we just want her to just get some more training inside the wrestling ring. That's all it is. And I mean, if you want to throw Anna Jay in there, you definitely can. If you want to throw Red Velvet in there, you can. If you want to throw Kiera Hogan in there, you might as well. Sky Blue maybe here and then. She could do that part time. You know, we missing somebody. Ty Conti's pretty good. I don't like Ty Conti's pretty decent. She doesn't suck. But yeah. First off, man, we gotta pay our respects, man. I wish I could post a video. I should have pre-did this, but now there's a video of me at work. For those that don't know, it's on online streaming, online TV streaming, and pretty much not even the co-host. I'm disrespecting him. It's his show. Hey, I ain't even the co-host. I'm just a producer. I'm just there, just talking. I'm like more color commentator, but it's his show. The main event was Stephen McCullum. He's a dope guy. Love the man. He goes out to say that as the show's going on, he's like, okay, I'm about to make Izzy upset here. And I'm thinking he's about to say something sports-wise. I'm like, man, what you finna say? Well, what we gonna argue? What we gonna debate? I'm getting close up to the screen. And he goes, the Iron Sheik passes away. The camera goes to me, and I'm stuck. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the Iron Sheik passed away. And it threw me off. And I was so shocked. And the main reason why is because I literally seen the man tweet like that no less than 2 hours before like I went on air. So I was like, there's no way. And so when he said that, it threw me off, threw me for a loop. I was blown. I was blown away. Devin, just your thoughts on the Iron Sheik's passing.
No, yeah, when it came across my phone, it took me for a loop. I'm like, what? I just seen him yesterday, saying F Hulk Hogan. Like, what's going on? Like I used to, couldn't wait to see them type of tweets, man. You wake up, Iron Sheik got you ready, man. F Hulk Hogan. That's all I got to say. Move on with your life, But rest in peace to the great Iron Sheik, man. Like I said, that news was very out of the blue and just struck me. And like I said, I'm gonna miss them, Hulk Hogan tweets, man.
I love them Hulk Hogan tweets, man. It was just like, man, I stepped on my toe and it really hurts. But not as much as that F word Hulk Hogan is gonna be hurting after I'm done with that, man. Like he was
going
it
any type of way.
In all caps, like it was in all caps. Good morning to everybody except that effer Hulk Hogan, man. Let me tell you something about that. Like it was awesome. Like, and I said this on air, I promise you, because I can admit I'm nothing into politics. I don't claim a party. I don't claim nothing because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know nothing. Like I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing. So long story short, I can say this right now. I didn't vote for Trump, but I can tell you something. When I went on Twitter, Trump gave me some entertainment. Trump was dope, at least when it came to Twitter. So when he left office, things got a little bit boring. Until my man's Iron Sheik I just feel like reading a book. Then I'm gonna smash it over that F word Hulk Hogan's face. Let me tell you something. Like it was so dope seeing all the new ways that he was just gonna screw or beat up or throw a F-bomb at Hulk Hogan. Like it was just awesome. And granted, we're talking about his social media presence. Like we're not even talking about the menace he was in the ring. The reasons why he's pissed off at Hulk Hogan. We just saw his nephew, Sabu, I believe. Sabu and the Iron Sheik are related because Sabu was going on. You owe my uncle some money, you mother, going off. So I mean, we're talking about the Iron Sheik, the man that looked like a monster, shredded. A hell of a promo, man. He wasn't just cursing you out on Twitter. Like that started off in real life. That man was going nuts. So I mean, at the end of the day, just an all-around great. Not only a wrestler, just a great promo, great performer in general. And although we didn't see you live, we didn't see you perform live, you definitely had an impact on us and the family and our parents. If it wasn't for him, our parents probably wouldn't even be, entertained. He's probably one of those guys that our parents were entertained by. I know my grandparents were. My grandparents loved the Iron Sheik. So, man, just a sad thing to hear. And we just wanted to send our condolences. And also, we did it to Billy Graham as well. And we also sent our condolences there. We just want to throw that out there as well because his Dark Side of the Ring episode dropped yesterday. I'm gonna go drink a little something and go watch that. So after this, actually. So, but Devin, did you watch any of the Dark Side of the Rings?
I have not had a chance to. They stuff for me to catch. Now, hold on. I can explain though because for one, what I watch TV on has no Vice. It's not on there no more. And yeah. But I will eventually. I'll find a way.
Illegally.
See what I'm saying?
I'll send you the link. Well, no, I'm gonna send you the link, and you just, you ain't gonna watch it.
I will. I used to watch Dark Side all the time. It's just, it's like one of them shows. Like it's hard to find. I mean, hard to catch like that, and that Tales from the Territories. Like, come on now.
Tales from the Territories.
But
I had to fly to Indiana to watch Tales of the Territories.
See, that's how good it is. Like, it made this man get on a whole flight. He was in front of the line.
Nah, but
But you
Dark
know,
Side of the Ring.
like Drake and Josh, I'm gonna find a way.
But look, I will say this: the first episode of season 4 about Tammy and Chris Candido, amazing. It's amazing. Sad, ends out pretty really sad, but it's amazing. For somebody that didn't watch a lot of Chris Candido's career, I just gained a whole lot more respect and admiration for the guy. On top of that, rest in peace to him as well. What was the second one? The second one was about, man, what was that man's name? Oh man, I know his name. I know his name. Man, I'm spacing on. I was just watching it the other day. Magnum TA.
See, man.
That's what it was.
I was about to say. Like
It
maybe
was
he ain't
about
really
Magnum
watched.
TA. And look, man, that one was sad. Even sadder. But the best part about it is, although tragic, still just a beautiful story. Just the fact that Magnum TA is alive to this day, and just the fact that he's alive and doing well. You know, he's in a wheelchair right now, but I mean, granted, he was in a. For those that don't know, and I'm pretty, you can watch it still, everybody. But for those that don't know, he was in a car accident. And long story short, just the fact that he's alive to this day says a lot. And again, watching his career, although short, it's still an amazing. It was an amazing story to tell, and that redemption that he got was nice. Although we did hear a lot of people weren't a fan of it, and when I mean a lot of people, I mean those that are actually in the wrestling business. So I mean, granted, maybe we saw something that they know that we don't. Well, then they might as well speak now or forever hold their peace. So, but anyway, yeah, Dark Side of the Ring, awesome. And rest in peace to Iron Sheik. We don't need to talk about Hulk Hogan no more. But MJ, a lot of people had a problem with MJF and Adam Cole's promo, where they pretty much dug deep on each other. Adam Cole was pretty much going in on MJF's divorced, not divorced, but engagement that got broken off. They talked about he told MJF to pee in the cup, meaning that MJF could be taking steroids on steroids. On the other side, MJF said that Adam Cole was small. He called him Keith Lee's manager. He said he looked like a crackhead. I thought that was kind of funny, but a lot of people had a problem with this promo. They said that they're doing this too much. This is getting, it's a recycled bit of, putting real life into a storyline and into promos. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's getting old, or did you have a problem with this as a whole?
When it comes to MJF feuding with like a former WWE wrestler, it kind of is the same. It is kind of getting old because um as spicy as it can be, it's just like it's the same thing. Like, oh, you couldn't cut it over there, so now you coming over here. And da. It's like, I mean, like I said, it's a real, thing that happened. They're trying to. It's not nothing wrong with trying to pull real life into wrestling because that's how you blur the line. But it's like when you're reaching from the same bag, obviously it's like, oh, he's just reaching into that WWE bag again. I already know what he gonna pull out. So I mean, that's where I feel the fatigue of it. So hearing them like, I thought Vince McMahon thought you didn't have it, and I agree. It's like what Vince McMahon got to do with this company. So what if Vince McMahon didn't see it, and he's here now. That's how I look at it. But MJF as a promo, I still enjoy it. It's just like I said, if he's feuding with like an Adam Cole or who else was it? I mean, even like CM Punk, he's former WWE. John Moxley. It's just like, anytime he has to reach into a WWE bag against another WWE person, it's like, what does that matter here? That's a whole nother company.
Well, I'm split, and the only reason why I'm split is because MJF. I mean, we're 1 year away from the bidding war of 2024. So I mean, if he's serious about this, he could pop up at the WWE, and if he does pop up at the WWE,
Yeah,
he has
like
a
I said,
great
do factor.
Yeah, like he has a great point of you guys ain't like he could talk to them all day. You guys ain't make it. I'm AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I made it. You guys were over there. Y'all ain't do nothing. And there's a potential that he could go over there and do something. Like there's a potential he could go out there and do something great. So I mean, like,
yeah, I didn't. You know what? When you put that aspect into it, that does kind of change like how he's putting that in there like that. Maybe he's hinting to something like, hey, that
That's
place
how.
across the street looking pretty nice.
But I won't lie, it will get stale. Justice says honestly, feels like when it comes to MJF, as good as he is on all aspects, he's been kind of exposed as a one-trick pony. Wow. See, I'm not ready to go that far yet. I'm not ready to go that far yet because he can wrestle and he can spit a really great promo. I just think that, I mean, at this point in time, what else can you say to these guys at this point? Because everything that what else can you really say? Like,
He said, what else is there to say? Sure.
look, to be honest, like, can we admit, for those that don't listen, me and you listen, 90% of what MJF said came from Jim Cornette. Is he wrong? Am I wrong?
It do, to
Like,
be honest.
Jim Cornette and Brian Last started the whole Adam Cole is too skinny. We should be scared. He doesn't tan. Adam Cole is, so the crackhead lines and the you're too skinny lines. You can see a little bit of that from MJF. Keith Lee's manager, that's a whole nother WWE thing. But we're seeing MJF in a whole nother light to where he's going up against these same guys, where especially same WWE guys who made it big. They came over here, they're doing absolutely nothing, and now you have to run into MJF. Bryan Danielson, at least he had a good run. He was fighting Kenny Omega, and then he was like, you know what? I think I'm ready for MJF. He fought John Moxley. You know what? Let me see some MJF. Let me see what MJF on. Adam Cole, he fought Chris Jericho in an ass match and was like, you know what? I'm ready for MJF. No, you're not. I'm sorry. Like, to be honest, Adam Cole has no. I'm so sad about Adam Cole because he has bored the living hell out of me. Are you entertained by anything Adam Cole does?
Not lately. Like, that could have changed, like, after the Cole Chris Jericho thing, like, maybe throwing something in the middle and then start aiming for MJF, just so you had some, like, at least some fire behind you, like some type of rolling momentum. Like, coming out of a Chris Jericho feud, no.
That's
You're not gonna do it.
That's what's getting tiring. You know what's really getting tiring about wrestling? You know what's really getting tiring? Oh, wait. Are you guys dating? Are you guys dating? Get your camera. Let's go. You guys gotta have a feud. You guys gotta feud against these two. You guys are gonna have a mixed tag team match. You're gonna kiss at the end, and then we're actually gonna carry you guys. Like, these relationships in WWE, they don't always have to be on camera. And I think we had this conversation before. And I feel like that's what killed Adam Cole. Oh, look at them and Britt Baker winning the Owen Hart champions. Oh my God. Look at Britt Baker getting their ass beat by the JAS, the Glizzy Eating Club, and the Toxic Attraction. Whatever they call it, not the Toxic Attraction. What do they call it? The Misfits?
I was gonna say, no disrespect, Toxic Attraction like that, man. Come on. The Outcasts or something like that.
Sex tapes? What are they called?
All right, this guy. See, and he talking about you see what I'm saying? He's talking about I'm actually a relaxed and chill person. I don't like any type of adversity.
I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let that one go by.
I just didn't want no disrespect on Toxic Attraction. That's all.
There's no disrespect. Oh no, Toxic Attraction. Yeah, no, definitely no disrespect. Well, maybe a little bit disrespect because they've been underwhelming too to me. But Gigi, I'm sorry. Gigi, I really wanted her to get called up after this, but now I feel like she needs to stay there a little bit longer. Like, I'm sorry. JC might have a little something there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm actually I'm a little fan of her. But
give it time.
Let me not ignore the big guy on the side. What I mean, big guy on the side, that's just Justin on the side. Not calling you big. I'm just saying the big guy. It's just saying. Promo wise,
that's the dude.
Yeah, exactly. Promo wise, he has at least every promo is as good as it is, and it's basically the same thing. I can agree with that. Love everything Adam Cole did in NXT, but in AEW has been pretty mid. I don't even think we can call it mid. I'm ready to call it ass. Like, I'm ready to go that far. Like,
well, you gotta put. He also was out for a while too.
You're right. But did you like anything with the the Undisputed Era forming up and trying to fight?
Yeah, you know what? I was trying to help her, but yeah, it's not really much to. Yeah, it has been kind of.
Like, I'm not. Because now, here's the thing. AEW and WWE, it's all bloodline. Everything is surrounded by the bloodline. That's WWE. AEW is best friends. Best friends. We need to have best friends fighting every day. We need to have, like, I'm sorry, but can I get into focus? Goddamn. But like, like, I'm sorry. This storyline that the Elite and Adam Hangman Page is gonna do is gonna be hot dog water, ass cheeks. Not a fan of it at all. Because if it's just, oh well, Hangman Page is our friend first, and so we're gonna fight you to see who's gonna fight for Hangman Page's heart. We're gonna be the Hangman Glizzy Eating Club from now on. Like, it's right now. It's just getting to the point where it's just completely stupid. I could care less whose friends you guys are. Like, personally, like it's just stupid. And then you had, the I'm not gonna call them what I call them, the Misfits or whatever, the Outcasts. You got them that are pretty much, oh, we have Ruby Soho walking in to defend her partner. Oh, Ruby Soho turned on somebody. Oh my God. Here comes Hikaru Shida. She's actually helping the Outcast. Oh, swerve. She's not helping the Outcast. Like, just, you guys are doing too much. It could literally be as easy as it did.
That's the thing too. It's like if everybody turned like every other week.
Yeah.
Like, nobody betraying somebody would be shocking because it's like, well, I kind of knew that was gonna happen because someone turned on somebody about 5 minutes ago. That's why I never did heel turn alerts for AEW because shoot.
Yeah, it was a headache. It was stressful. And to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even have Adam Cole. I didn't have 90% of what we talked about in this show prep. I was like, we just been, so now we can just eliminate that. We can eliminate.
Hey, that's how it works, man. Adam Cole just need to, I don't know, he already in the thick of it now.
Right,
he should have definitely been in something else.
No, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But we gotta switch gears here. We got 2 topics left. Then we'll get into our power rankings, and then we'll close the show out. I don't think we'll have a quiz today. We were gonna have an interview. We're not calling nobody out. We're not singling nobody out. We're gonna have an interview. 2-time PWL champion Aiden Cole, who also has a title opportunity as he takes on AWF champion Chubby Depp. We had him on the show. It's on YouTube. You can watch that interview. It's awesome. But we will have Aiden Cole on real soon. It's gonna be awesome. We just been going through some scheduling conflicts. Look, man, we're all busy, and this man is bouncing back from Vegas to Arizona to Texas, like while being champion on top of that. It'll be messed up in my part to just be like, man, get this man out of here. Like, our schedule doesn't work with you. Get out of here. Like, no, bro, you're busy. And also, let's not forget, like, these wrestlers have families. Like, these wrestlers have a life outside of wrestling. So, man, we will get Aiden Cole back onto the Heel Turn podcast. And plus, awesome human being. Like, he's been patient with us, and he's always been patient with us. So, man, can't be mad at him. And plus, look, I love the wrestler Aiden Cole. Like, that man is a heat magnet. I wouldn't. He's the AWF MJF, put it like that. In AWF, he's their MJF. He's the heat magnet. The dude's sick. Like, so, man, I mean to give this man the craziest intro in the world without having him here. But I know we teased it for a while, and it's been a wild ride. Justice says the Outcast feud has been awful. 0 direction and nothing of substance. Oh, exactly. Nothing's going on whatsoever. Nothing's happening, and so we should there's no reason to even continue to watch them. Saraya she sucks in the ring, and I don't. Maybe let me backtrack. I apologize. She doesn't suck. She's really slow. She's really slow in the ring, and it's detrimental. It's not that she's terrible. It's just that she's 50% slower than what she used to be. And you can see that it's getting into the communication of the wrestlers. So it becomes sloppy. So I don't want to go as far as to say, because she could be worried. Like, these wrestlers coming in, like, I know when an athlete, we had one athlete, I think it was, I don't know if it was, it possibly could have been Muggsy Bogues, but don't take it with a grain of salt. But at work, we interviewed somebody. I'm thinking it's Muggsy. I really want to be sure it's Muggsy. But he talked about an ankle injury he had. And he goes, man, like, once you have an injury and you go back into the court or you go back into the field, no matter what step you take or whether something hurts, like, that's in your mind. Like, did I mess something up again? Like, did it, people having plates in their knees and you fall on it. Oh, crap, did I ruin something? Like, am I okay? Like that. A lot of these people don't want to go through that. So that's why I'm giving it. That's why I just backtrack. That's why. But Devin, your thoughts on Soraya's wrestling?
It is a lot slower than she used to be, but you can understand with the previous injuries. And just the way I see it, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact of acknowledging it and acknowledging where you're going to place that in the wrestling show. It's just if you're knowing that prior, like she's not what she used to be, let me not, preach to people that she is what she used to be when it's not, because all you're gonna do is make her look worse when there's nothing she can help. Like that's just the way things happen. It's even a great thing that she's even able to step back in the ring. So I mean, it's just it's baby steps, man. You can't really you gotta walk before you can run.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree. Ooh, something else I agree with. Saraya is the equivalent of Lita now. I agree with that. Do you, Devin?
You know what? I do, and like it's really not no type of disrespect to her, to both, to be
No
honest. Because I mean,
disrespect.
look, it's
Both had neck injuries.
and like both ain't been in the ring like for the past decade. So I mean,
It's
it's
similar. Justin on point with that one, man. On point with that one. You couldn't have been more right. But let's not argue in this next topic. Look, you know what? We'll save that for last. Let's get into these belts, man.
what's
Let's get
right
into
with
these
even to argue?
Look, we'll just get into it a little bit later because Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Roman Reigns, and as of depends on who wins the match between Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey and Alba Fire and
Isla Dawn and Elba Fire.
you said Isla
In
Dawn.
my NXT people.
You said Isla
Yeah,
Dawn.
it's like the S is silent.
No, I no. Look. You know what? Let me not. I
If
was
you hear
gonna
somebody saying the S, they don't know her like that.
No, I was gonna put the music up, but I ain't. Let me tell you something about Isla Dawn,
No,
man.
no, no, that's too late. No, they're my NXT. No, you stay away from my NXT
No,
people,
I seen
man.
them fight. I seen them wrestle. I seen them beat I don't want to
You don't
botch her
even
name.
know he don't be watching the program. You talking about when
I
they
don't,
beat
I
Katie
don't want to
and
say it
Carter?
wrong. Is it Katana Chance or Katana Chance?
Cause you know what, for that one I really don't
Look
know.
at
You could
you.
kind of
Look
go
at you.
both.
You don't watch the program.
Well, hold on.
Program.
I obviously I do because I'm the one that got the Isla Dawn thing. Come on
Look,
now.
I'm sorry. I can't pronounce her name because I'm staring
Don't
at something
do me
else.
like the
Please
NXT
forgive
was
me.
my baby, man. It still is.
Look, man, y'all gotta forgive me on that one. I can't see Isla. I couldn't see Isla Dawn, man.
I mean, look, I get what you're from. I'm just saying.
Because man, look, man, Isla Dawn, she
Look,
got
man,
it.
they it's a phenomenal tag team
Oh,
right
she
there.
phenomenal, all right. No
They do that
AJ.
to Ronda and Shayna.
Look,
See,
man.
man,
Let me tell you
you know
something
what I'm
about Isla
saying?
Dawn,
We're trying to be
man.
cordial here.
Let me tell you something about Isla
You know,
Dawn, man.
you ain't got much to tell.
It ain't it ain't never done, man. It ain't never done. When she outside, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man. She got them.
That's actually kind of funny.
She got that,
It ain't never done. You get it?
Look, man, but yeah.
Like, dang, I hate coming to this place, man. Every time they bring out the food, it ain't never done. Get it? Like, it ain't. uh, so yeah, I really hope that that tag team match will be pretty good, and I hope they beat Ronda and Shayna once again because I cannot stand them.
Well, see,
And that's it's nothing personal. It's just
you got me distracted. Well, you didn't get me distracted. Isla Dawn got me distracted. But whoever wins that match, they're getting new belts. You get a new belt.
everybody
You get
get
a
it.
new belt. Roman Catch, you get a new belt. Goddamn it. Everybody's getting a new belt. Devin, you got a problem with that? Got a problem with these new belts?
Welcome to the new age, man. I have no problem at all, and I know people gonna be all upset because come on now, what do you want? People was complaining because it was Raw and SmackDown championships, and they had to do the whole exchange, stuff. They was like, we're not gonna do that this time. We just gonna, make them like the men's championship. Like, look, you're gonna be a big dog. You can be a big dog. Don't matter if you're a male or a female. Like, it is what it is. I
Don't you
mean,
think?
look. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask. Like, don't you think it would have made life easier since Liv and Raquel dropped the belts? Wouldn't they just could have been like, you know what? Let's just have if not a tournament, let's just vacate the belts we're gonna have new ones anyway. Let's just bring up Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Because if they're gonna lose and not have the belts, there's gonna be no reason to that. And if you're gonna give them the Shayna and them anyway, why don't we just unify them in general? Bring up Isla and Alba.
Oh yeah, they already brought up though. That's the thing. It really is just
Exactly.
trying to find a way to do with them belts, which
So
I don't see why.
they could have just had a tournament or just had a tournament there. Instead of just, all right, let's put the belts on Shayna and Ronda, and then, all right, okay, winner of this match is going, like, now we're just going
But
to be
see, and that's the thing. That's just one point of the problem. The second point is what's going to happen with NXT's women's tag team division. Do they just don't like last year with Corey Jade when she threw away the title?
Oh yeah, see, I
but
about
it was when you said it, I flashed to it. But like that's my only issue. Really, I could care less with however they want to unify them for the main roster. Like it'll be what it is going to be. But for NXT, they got a huge women's division. So I'm like, just for everybody fight for one title, I don't think that's gonna be. Granted, don't get me wrong, NXT does very well with just giving people just anything to fight about. You stare at somebody too long, that's a trilogy right there. You're gonna end up in a steel cage with weapons in it.
That's a trilogy.
But that's my only thing. It's just what
you mean war games? Like, bro, I just stepped on your days. I apologize. Like
war games. William Regal come out of garbage can. War games.
War games. You. Get in the.
He all disheveled and stuff from like his journey from AEW. War games.
See, that man couldn't even handle 8 years. I've never in my life seen that much bedlam.
You never seen so much bedlam.
This man was in fetal position in AEW.
Like, he said it's legit. This is real bedlam right here. He said this ain't bedlam I ain't never seen before. This is some stupid bedlam.
But I only brought that up to say I hate the belts. I hate every belt that they introduced. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just a bunch of gold.
True.
There's nothing new coming out of this. I mean, to be I didn't get what was the point of all this. I just thought nothing excited me about this whole thing.
Yeah, it's my last point on it, and I'll leave it alone. My only thing it's just once we saw Roman get the belt, like it kind of made sense. Like, might as well just fuse the Universal with the WWE Championship. But like once it got like to real, like every time you see a champion get introduced and you see that little red thing in the ring, I'm like, all right, go another new belt. Might as well just brought all the champions out at once and said this is a new era. We got new belts for you guys. You guys gonna hold it down. And that's it. It's one by one made it seem like, all right, I can probably go to the bathroom. Like, you finna get a new championship. What made it worse, my last very point. What made it worse is seeing like WWE community creations on 2K, and they predict the belt, and that's exactly how it looked that very night.
I seen that. I definitely seen that.
That's my only thing.
That's actually insane. Well, Justin actually comes in. He says WWE is basically now reversing their stupid decision to introduce the NXT Women's Tag Titles when the main roster ones were already allowed to go there first. That was true. That was stupid. Well, they also didn't expect
their
champions to leave, one in Impact and one resting right now. Justin says the only problem with the new women's championships is the fact that Asuka's title has undisputed on it, signifying that her title is better than. See, that's the thing, though. I don't really go into detail with that. I go in detail with the reign. Like, if your reign, if Seth Rollins' reign was going to be better than Roman's, Seth Rollins is a better champion. I'm taking that championship a little bit more seriously. Like, me personally, it's not the name, it's the man that holds the belt.
It's true. At the same time, though, it's not really.
You're a liar. No,
that's see, the thing is, I look at it like it ain't really necessary. Like, because the women's championship Asuka has, it could just easily just be the WWE Women's Championship. Right. Boom. Ripley's. It could easily just be the World's Women's Championship. And that's it. It ain't gotta be a whole undisputed. Even when we look at Roman himself, like Seth World Heavyweight Champion, Roman WWE Champion. You may want to throw Universal in if you want to. Yeah, see, I didn't. Undisputed with more than one belt.
Yeah, and I understand where they're coming. I understand where Justin coming from. I definitely understand it. It's just a matter of, it's just me personally. It's just a matter of the reign.
That makes sense.
I love Rhea and I love Asuka. So to be honest, me personally, I think they're on the same length to me. Like, granted, I understand Rhea has more momentum than Asuka will ever think of right now. Like Rhea is definitely way better than what Asuka is right now. But I'm saying as of right now, just because I know what Oscar can do. They're even to me. Before we get into this power ranking, because it's officially updated, uh what's up with these NXTs? NXT call it. First of all, Seth Rollins will be down there. Seth Rollins said he wants to go back to his roots. We just recently seen Baron Corbin down there. He's not messing around with, but he's fighting Carmelo Hayes. We just seen Apollo Crews get brought up. Now we have Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo down there. Dana Brooke just got brought down there. So many decent sized names being brought. I would say big names, but I mean, I don't want to go that far. But there's a lot of decent sized names going down there. And a lot of people really love that Dana Brooke call down, which I think is stupid. But Devin, your thoughts?
Wow. Okay. I didn't think he was gonna end it like that. All right. Look. I like it. I like it a lot. I like everything. I like every single ball that's moving with NXT and main roster and stuff. It's finally to me doing what it should be doing. If you need some help, man, NXT is right down the stairs for you. And I don't mean that like in a bad way, because obviously everybody, just ain't gonna have it like that. But like to have like a Baron Corbin coming back down, Mustafa Ali every now and then, Dana Brooke, Umberto and Angel Garza, that's perfect because they weren't doing diddly squat on the main roster. Like, why come to work every day if it ain't gonna be nothing? I ain't gonna get better. The guy or woman in the ring with me ain't gonna get better. What's the point here? And I'm like, Baron Corbin wasn't doing nothing but being a doormat. JBL told him. I forgot exactly how he said it, but you can't polish a turd. Like, yeah, like, so I mean, look, what else are you gonna go from something like that? And Dana Brooke, what was she doing? Nothing. Just wrestling on main event with people from NXT. You might as well just go there. Why would I wrestle you and it ain't gonna be televised when we could do this on TV and get the same result? So I think it's perfect. I really do. And I know I've been fighting this, but look, I'm gonna say this, and hopefully it make you happy or not. I know you say you had a little rough day. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm seeing how things working, and I'm trying to open up for it. But if Liv Morgan is to return from injury, depending on where she is and how that goes, the way NXT right now is set up in the connection with the main roster and stuff, I would not mind her actually going to NXT. And like I said, the reason why I'm starting to change my stance, man, is just because, like, look,
can you say that again for me?
We already. What you mean? I mean, how much evidence you need? It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on your hard drive. Like, what else? You mean put it on a slate? Some stone. I go out there right now. Take. But look,
do I still got that carrier pigeon here? Hold on.
See what I'm saying? He want me to send it to him in a bottle. Dude, it be floating in the sea somewhere. He want me to send him an owl. You want me to send Hagwood with some ink?
I'm like, man.
You want me to fax it to him?
I just can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Look, man. Look, it was tough, but like at the end of the day, I started to see like the real, bigger picture here. Not saying that you was, but NXT had to help me see that. The thing was, it wasn't like I didn't trust you and what you thought. I just didn't trust NXT because NXT was on some goofy stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I was reviewing it. I would know, but not NXT a solid show though, a solid wrestling show. Like they do what they need to do. And if she wants to go there, I think.
Can you see Liv Morgan being a dominant champion there? Dominant year plus?
Yeah, I can see that because you can kind of go down there and kind of just cut everything that was dragging you down before. People say, hey, man, your promo is kind of weak. Whatever. I'm in NXT now. Like, it's cool. Well, no, I don't mean... Okay, at that point, you kind of really need to, like, just stay on TV and just be in the performance center day and night. But what I'm trying to say here, man, I look at it like it's not a terrible place to go to now. Okay, like when you first pitched this, it wasn't a good place to go to.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a question because we've been arguing about this for maybe 5 months max.
But like seeing somebody like Apollo go down there, I'm not saying he's done anything yet, but seeing him go down there, get some wins and like some going through some stories and stuff down there, kind of going through different aspects of his character that we didn't see on the main roster, even if they were stupid or not. I am starting to see the benefits of it.
I'm telling you,
So I
Liv
would be
Morgan
open
don't need
to
to
it.
go down there to help. Like she's just going out there, get a good, nice run in. Tiffany Stratton could do really good in the match with Liv Morgan. Roxanne Perez could do amazing. That match would be awesome. I will say that right there. That match would be awesome. But it has to happen
Absolutely
in
that.
NXT. This has to happen in
Look,
NXT. Liv
and
Morgan
I'm
has to
agreeing with you
win.
now.
Like, but my thing is, were you just like hearing me but not listening type of a deal? Because I was you
Because see, the
repeated
thing
the
was,
argument that I said for the longest, and I'm just trying to figure out why today.
because I started to really take a look at NXT, and I was like, you know what? I see y'all got something good going on here now. Again, like I said, I'm telling you, dude, there was a spirit apart in NXT when you was like, she need to go. I'm like, no, she don't. She doing way better on the main roster right now.
Yes,
Going
and I
down
agree
there
with you
would
on that.
be, yeah, I mean, going down there at that time would be kind of boo boo. But now with a lot of shifts and changes going around, I can see it. People getting called up, people coming through the system, and it worked. You know, like Tiffany Stratton, like I watched her come being where she just came in. Now she's NXT Women's Champion, and it's really all you do is take the time, take the steps, and put the right foundations, and you can get there. It won't be an issue. If you would have told me she was gonna be champion like maybe 4 months ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, I can see it, but not right now. 5 months later, I can see it, and it's here.
And it's now.
But at one
Now.
point, it was tough.
I'm shocked, man. I'm shocked. Justice steps in. He says, "Hate that they're bringing the Raw exclusive world title to NXT. They just announced an open challenge for UFC.
Exactly. Yo.
Why didn't Ron just answer the challenge and keep the title on Raw where it belongs?" Hey, Justin, with
That was my
that
point
comment right
exactly. I
there,
just
like, it's crazy when you can kind of explain why things are stupid. You kind of know who's attached to this storyline. Look at Vince McMahon. Like, Vince McMahon has so many holes in his stories and his storylines that when stuff like this happens, when stuff like this pops up, that's a Vince McMahon thing. I don't think Triple H is that crazy. I don't think Triple H is like, well, NXT needs my help. You know, NXT needs help. If I could get my good man Seth here, because there's always a plan B. I just need to bring him down there. Like, there's no way this man went that far.
either that or the right hand don't know what the left hand doing. Maybe the people in NXT was like, oh, we gonna get a match on NXT. We gonna bring in some people. Let's go. But the Monday Night Raw people like, well, we need a big match for our show to make our title a title important.
Like, they don't got 20,000 people there already. Nah, Justin, that was, you hit us with text of
No,
the day
he
twice.
right. That's true right there.
Text of the day twice. Man, but we ended it out with this power board here, man. First off, shout out to the Ringer. We could go and do the book, but man, we're already an hour in and then we don't got time. But I really want to get into these power rankings. We're gonna go 1 through 5, and I wholeheartedly promise you, we're gonna disagree. And we're gonna start it off with number 2, because number 2, I know for a fact you're gonna disagree on. Number 1, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. For the first time ever. I didn't do it good.
For the first time.
But the first time ever. Look, it was good. I ain't gonna go else. It was good. For the first time ever, a tag team has reached the top of our rankings, and ours and there. While Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were not the first guests, it would have been the Usos. Wow. And to give you guys some context, what I'm looking at right now, Usos aren't even top 5. So for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to get a number 1 spot is huge. So it says, with just 1 loss out of 16 matches and multiple title defenses, sometimes in the same week, they were already poised to take over before defending their titles at Night of Champions. Let's get to number 2. I'll stop at number 3. Number 2, Roman Reigns. He says at Night of Champions, Roman Reigns lost the tag team title match and control over the bloodline on the same night. Seth Rollins was crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion. It says that cut the value of Reigns in half. There it goes. It's no surprise that despite Bianca Belair finally dropping her championship, the head of the table still only managed to make it to number 2. Number 3, Bianca Belair. It says she lost the Raw Women's title. However, because of her otherworldly dominance since her debut on the main roster, that loss only dropped her 2 spots, and she's been number 1 for the longest. And it says, and if she manages to pick off where she left off, she could be a non-champion in that one spot. So number 1, KO and Sami Zayn. Number 2, Roman Reigns. Number 3, Bianca Belair. Your thoughts?
I don't have a. Let me see. Let me see. All right, Kevin and Sammy, they fine up there. I mean, they are the undisputed tag team champions. Nothing but W's for them. Look, man, Roman, even though he lost in the bloodline, crazy, he's still the big dog, man. He's still tribal chief. Ain't nothing really changed. It's just the stuff around him changing. That's about it. As long as
How's he top 5 and he's done nothing for the longest? Like, that's crazy.
Because that's the thing. See, that's the thing with Roman. Like, you could come in to work every day, right? And do like one thing of work, and you be thinking you be caught up, right? I put it like this. Say like you got 5 days of work, man. You come in every day, you do one thing, right? Boom, one day checked off. Roman, that type of person to come in like Thursday and but let me just do everything that I do in 5 days in one day. I'm still gonna get the same amount of work done.
He actually says, "Hey, I'm not gonna show up for the next 3 weeks. If I can just show up and have my cousins pretty much do most of the talking while I just carry some belts around."
But look, see, you can't stand in my face and say that it ain't something coming out of that. This man was off TV for a minute, came back to celebrate 1,000 days. SmackDown hit like 2 million some people watching it. Like, obviously, this man could be gone for a minute, be like, "Hey, I'm about to show up real quick. Everybody, hey. People be pushing you like, man, Roman gonna be on tonight. We gotta go see it." Like, people want to try to get to that point. That's the thing.
I promise you wholeheartedly. And first off, I think you're wrong. I think you're 100% wrong. I think everybody besides you and Clark Street are tired of this Roman Reigns. Like,
no, because that's
the storyline is awesome. The storyline, don't get me wrong, still awesome. Everything that's going on, still dope. But I think everybody is pretty much sick, and like this is pretty much come full circle.
Look, I look at this whole thing as being on the verge of some history that won't happen for a good amount of time. And that's the thing. Once it's done, it's gonna be done. It's gone. It ain't gonna come back. He ain't gonna probably come back and never win the championship again. Because if you had another run after this, it'll definitely be nothing. So I mean, look, it ain't gonna never happen again. That's why it'll look like, well, I don't know, I don't like this. Yeah, because it ain't gonna happen again because of this energy. That's why it don't happen that often. That's why it won't happen ever again. I'll probably be old and gray.
Well, it's never gonna happen again. We're actually seeing a once in a lifetime thing, and it's all not once in a lifetime. Let me stop. We're actually watching once in a generation type of thing.
There you go.
Like that. But it's getting old. We're done with it. 1,000 days. You hit it. Congratulations. Get the hell out of here. Like, we're done with this. Like,
y'all want to be able to make it with Bruno, man.
So number 2, I think number 2 is 2. You already got my first disagreement. Roman Reigns, you need to be at least 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, get the hell out of here in this. Number 2. You ain't do nothing. You literally have done nothing. You lost the Night of Champions, like he said.
How can I make it any clearer for you, man? Like, somebody, I'm telling you, like, I don't know what else to tell you.
He just graces you with his presence.
Exactly. When that man come up, it's a big deal. Like, that's the thing. I'm like, people they should be trying to strive to be in that position. When I can come in to work and pop a number, and I ain't even here every week.
I want to disagree with you. Roman is a big deal, yes, but I think he's losing some of that luster. Like, I don't think he's as big as we think he is. I don't think he's the Roman Reigns of what he used to be. I think.
Look, I mean, granted, I wouldn't mind if the man did show up more often, but he ain't. That's the thing. I mean,
that's just the biggest problem with this whole thing. That's where my problem with Roman stands, which is why he's just not really champion to me. He's not my champion. Seth Rollins is my champion.
Not my champion. I got my champion.
I got my champion.
My champion got my champion a Capoda.
My champion, Seth. My champion, a visionary, man. He a revolutionary.
I see with my champion.
Hey man, my champion. You look, your tribal chief couldn't even beat my champion. He had to hit him with a bunch of chairs because he got his feelings hurt.
That's because your champion is a sneaky dude that started this whole thing. And if he wasn't such a much of a snake back then, it wouldn't be that way. It wouldn't be so much embedded hate and violence and venom. That's all in there. That's all your dude for. Now he wouldn't be everybody sing my song like he ain't been a snake all his life, man. That's on him.
Hey man, Roman learned from the best. That's all I gotta say. Roman learned from the best, man.
Roman ain't no snake.
Because in the words of the great Hunter Hearst Helmsley, there's always a plan B.
Plan B.
That's another. But let's go. Let's move on because I don't want to go a minute. I don't want to go an hour 15. Let's let it. But number 4, Brock Lesnar. Number 5, Rhea Ripley. Number 6, Cody Rhodes. Number 7, the Usos. Number 8, Seth freaking Rollins. Number 9, Gunther. Number 10, Austin Theory. Just outside of it is Asuka. Asuka at number 11. So just to count down: 10, Austin Theory. 9, Gunther. 8, Seth freaking Rollins, my champion. The Usos. Number 6, Cody Rhodes. Number 5, the SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. Number 4, Brock Lesnar. Number 3, Bianca Belair. Number 2, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and number 1, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Devin, any thoughts on that list? And you can feel free to let me go run through that again if you need me
to. I would only just switch the Usos and Gunther. It's just like right now, it's just the Usos lost the championship, everything with the bloodline. I just don't see them as a threat when I see them on TV no more. But like Gunther, like no matter what's going on, I see that man walk up, I'm like, all right, shh. You know, when he leave, I be talking again. But you know, it's just the aura that he got, and you know, he still ain't never been pinned for that championship. I don't see why he's not higher on this list.
Cody has been getting his ass beat for the couple weeks. He's number 6. Seth Rollins just won this title. He's number 8. Any problem with that?
That was gonna be my next one. I was trying to see who was above Seth. Yeah, because you gotta think Seth, just really recently won that championship and successfully defended it. I don't see why he's not higher than Cody Rhodes at least. No, you know what? Higher than Brock, because I mean Brock is Brock, but what has he really done besides whip on Cody? Like there's nothing else substantial.
Exactly. Rhea Ripley's number 5. I mean, you're gonna hate this one. I'm putting her in that number 2 spot. She deserves that. She's done way too much, and I think Roman at this point has done nothing. So I mean, at this point, man, I don't know.
What number 3? I mean, can we get like her at number 3? Like she ain't gotta be like number 2. You know, like she ain't gotta pass on Roman. It's no disrespect.
It's a lot of disrespect there. Rhea's been when was the last time Rhea lost? I mean, I guess you could say that about. Well, I can tell you the last.
What I'm saying? What's the last time Roman got me all excited?
Match. And the bloodline is falling apart. What momentum do you have if you haven't? What positive thing has Roman done so far? Because so far he's been getting super kicked and choking out his cousins. What? When
the money really down, he's the one that's gonna be on top. I mean, granted he lost, but he didn't lose nothing.
Yes, I agree with that.
He came in the same way he left out.
But you haven't done anything. You've done nothing.
What do you want me to do? You want to have an Iron Man match,
bro? His next match is against Rey Mysterio. He's not my champion. That's all I gotta say. He's not my champion, man. That man's washed.
Man, look, just because your champion will fight anybody on the street, no offense to Damian Priest, that ain't got nothing to do with Roman.
Well, my champion fights people head on.
Roman. Just because your champion go to McDonald's and mine go to steakhouses don't mean nothing, man.
Roman just straight up, Kevin slapped me so low. That was Roman. Kevin Owens slapped me, and now I can't hear.
That's why they told your champion to go back to the back when he was out there for that promo that time. They wouldn't do that to Roman. Roman would never. You ain't gonna come out there and tell him some that promo you was gonna cut. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Roman walked out here. Acknowledge me. Here I am speaking gibberish because let's be honest, I'm the champion and there's nothing nobody can do about it. So I'm just gonna grab my cousins. I'm gonna grab my bald-headed assistant and Paul Heyman, and we're gonna go home for 7 weeks. And you guys are gonna forget about us until we come back. That's what Roman do. Roman's the equivalent of Bray Wyatt. He goes out there and talks a bunch of gibberish and leaves.
All right. Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all because
Justice said there's a way. The way they're telling the story, it's as if Roman lost the titles, yet he's still holding the titles. Roman doesn't need the title to tell the story. Facts. Hassan Terrell comes in, says, "Hi there, guys. What's good, my boy? How you living, man?" But unfortunately, we're about to wrap this show up, man. We're going an hour and 15. I'm tired as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But is there anything you Devin Lee Crimes want to say before we close this show out?
Look at this. I gotta grab this camera so y'all know what I'm saying. So y'all to feel me, right? I ain't never tired. This man said he was tired. I don't never get tired, man. I'm like the Energizer Bunny, man. 24/7 all day. Now look, it's your boy Devin Lee Crimes Jr. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long on this Wednesday. Isaiah's got to get to watching his favorite wrestling show that come on every week today. So I'm gonna let him get to that. It's been your guy Devin Lee Crimes Jr. alongside with my co-host, the biggest hater on this planet, in the universe, the multiverse, whatever Spider-Verse you want to go to. That's him. I'm gonna hand it back over to Isaiah Jackson Jr. And shout out to Lil Morgan. Happy belated birthday. That's all I got to say. No music required.
Man, I gotta do like they do in the morning. Man, just woke up type of deal. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be
You
doing.
see what I'm saying? I be trying to cut these things down too. Like I be slimming them, man.
I'm gonna just keep it short. But
I've been giving people like
here goes my scroll of list of things I have to say.
I be giving people like the diet version of my promos. I used to give people like that legit like 15 minute. Now I cut it down to at least like come on now, like 30 seconds. Like yeah, it's kind of impressive.
I just feel like you missed out on your calling of being a pastor, man. You like,
Nah,
I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all know I ain't gonna hold y'all. Come on now, come on. Do pastor?
I'll hit myself. I know it's that one boy and like out there that one really can't wait to go home and play like 2K or something. I'm holding them back because I'm going on and going on. It's all about getting to the point. Nobody be caring about all that stuff. Everybody want to get it's like a microwave. I want my food now.
He said so, and that's all I gotta say. That I Lil Morgan. Happy birthday, Lil Morgan. I love you, Lil Morgan. Lil Morgan, Lil Morgan, Lil Morgan. Goodbye.
And I hope they look. I ain't got to sit up here with a jukebox, standing next to a vinyl, with roses in my mouth, all that stuff. I get straight to the point. I shout out to Lil Morgan. Happy belated birthday. And that's it. I ain't like this dude. Jamie Hater. I just want to say you the best wrestler like on this whole planet. And I was trying to meet you that day, but my car didn't agree with me. But it's all good. I love you. And I'm like, come on, bro. We ain't got time for all that.
See, just because I sweet talk, man. This man mad because I got keys to my game that can't be unlocked, my guy. Because look, man, let me tell you something, man. When the music hits and I'm spitting, man, look. When I'm spitting, there ain't no sitting, man. Look, they already on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for more. And they get more. They get more.
They be on their feet like I got to get up out of here, man.
Nah, they love my soliloquies. They love my speeches. Ladies love my speeches. Especially when you throw that beat in the back. And I'm like, listen, not Jay Cargo, that's yours. Look, Jamie Hater, look, there's two roads. A good road and a great road. I ain't on neither of them. Come walk on the wild side, baby. You don't gotta go on the road. Steer off track. And let me put you back on it. Because you already know. What did they say? Jump on it. Right.
All right. You know what? I have a good cordial show here. Keeping it nice and squeaky clean for the public. Things like that.
I was talking about a horse riding. That's all I was talking about.
It's a lot of double entendres and stuff. It is what it is.
But yeah, man, we've been on it way too long, man. Awesome. We appreciate everybody. For tuning in. Appreciate Justin. Awesome show, guys.
Justin.
Look, man, if we don't have an interview and Devin isn't too busy, we'll see if we could get you on this weekend. Because we need you. We need your collision review. Justin, if you could do us a favor. And I'm sorry if we don't do this episode. If we don't do this episode, I apologize. But if you might be curious. If you watch Collision, we're putting you on Sunday. We're gonna talk about it. This is actually supposed to be Devin's show. I'm actually sorry. Devin, when you gonna host? You want to host on Sunday?
Why not? I'm gonna be talking about my boy
CM Punk. Justin has to be on though.
All right.
Are you cool with that?
I feel like this. That's in my cards, but subject to change. But it's gonna happen.
Subject to change. But nah,
my hosting skills. I've been in the gym with them.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Justin, look, man. Justin he's been bullying you in the quizzes. And now it's getting to a point to where the bully is getting bullied. He don't know how to
Hey,
handle it.
hold on. It's friendly competition for one. All right, it's nothing but
It's friendly
respect back and
competition.
forth. It ain't nothing, degrading or anything. Ain't nothing wrong with losing to Justin. Like, come on, like, look.
I'll agree with y'all. Let me set the record straight for y'all. Look, for the most, Justin and Devin, this has been the most cordial, nicest, most positive, like, quiz matchup I've ever seen in my life. But it's just me in the background. We have a blood feud.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, it's mainly me. So take everything with a grain of salt when I'm going nuts, because I know Devin is really like hurt, like is really mad. Like I heard when I said see you guys next time, and I pressed the outro, I just heard just a bunch of throwing stuff. I'm like, I thought it was her name for a second. I thought something was just getting flown around.
That's because I forgot something was in the oven.
You forgot to put Justin in the oven. You forgot to cook Justin in the what?
You know what?
Look, you getting a little bit too crazy with this, man. You get a little too crazy. Look, man, putting Justin in the oven. You need to relax there, buddy. Well, man.
You know what? I ran out of everything to say until next time. So
you gonna beat Justin next time. No, okay, I'm done. Thank you for listening, Justin. We appreciate you. We're gonna see you on Sunday. That's if we don't have an interview. If we have an interview, I'll DM you and let you know. If not, 100% in. We don't know who the host is gonna be yet. Right now it's Devin, has asterisk subject to change. But even then, regardless, it's gonna be a great show, man. Yeah, thank you for everything. And we'll see you guys next time.